nation. So come let us go hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique together. Come, let us build, let us transform, let us enhance, let us make better. I want to encourage those on Facebook and YouTube to please share the live. Sharing is caring. I want to start off by saying from the very first time I heard a number of people talking about this whole proposal or statement from Donald Trump and what they saw on, I think, MSNBC, some news outfit in the United States, some left-leaning news outfit within the United States, and we saw what happened during the election in the United States. And all of these news outfits were sending a lot of people down a rabbit hole, making a lot of people believe that the Democrats were going to win, and the pundits and the surrogates and all the analysts and all the people on the broadcast, they were pushing a particular agenda. And you saw the outcome eventually of the election in the United States. So you cannot trust many of these outfits. And we are living in a time when social media would, spread things quickly. If you post something on social media, within no time, it's all about the place. And also, you have the opposition here in Grenada who's grabbing at straw. Any little thing they hear on the news or on the roadside or anywhere, they would comment on it. They're going to run with it. Use strong words as it's unacceptable for the government to do this and do that. And it's just stupid. It's just dotishness at the highest level. Firstly, Trump is not in power in the United States as yet. So that's the first thing you must know. Trump is not the government in the United States of America. They have not formed the government as yet. It would happen in January. I think, is it the 5th of January, somewhere around there. It would happen in January, the early part of January, when the Supreme Court judges and the chief judge of the Supreme Court, would be there, and he would take the oath and he will become the president of the United States. His administration would be in place. So by the time you hear that, you would know, anybody with sense would know that this thing has to be a hoax, has to be some stupidness on the side of the road, because Trump cannot, at this point, engage with any governments around the world. He just can't. No formal agreement, nothing could be signed on behalf of the United States of America by Trump. He's not the president of the United States. And not only that, they would not even seek to find out from the government here in Grenada. They would not. All they go is to run and talk rubbish. Then you see a now Grenada opposition leader, unacceptable for Grenada to accept U.S. deportation flights. It's just a ton of rubbish. But that's what they're good at. You know, I sometimes I laugh at Linda Straker because I know Linda Straker's agenda and the others, right? And then you on plead your cause, you have some people who believe that they're intelligent trying to talk in a particular way, but they sound dumb. They're dumb. Trump is not the president of the United States, right? He's not. He's not. His administration is not there as yet. And anything is possible from the Trump camp. They would say all kind of stuff. They're going to publish all kind of stupidness, and you're going to just grab that and run with it. But I'm happy that the government put out a statement, right? Because, you know, all this unnecessary rubbish coming from the opposition mainly. So I'm happy that they put out a statement, and very short and straightforward. I like that. So they put out a statement a while ago. All right. They put out a statement a while ago. I saw it. Here, I think I shared it on my page. I think I shared it on my page here. Yeah, so it's just stupid. Linda Straker exclusive NBC News report said Trump transition team has reached out to Grenada. You know, what stupidness is that? Grenada identified in report as agreeing to accepting deportation flights from the United States. Former National Security Minister concerned about deportation flight agreement. What? You know, what wrong with them piece of journalists and them piece of mess and them, in my view. And they call themselves journalists, yes? It's just pure dotishness, pure stupidness. It's sad though that these people gonna be out there as some authority and something. You know what wrong with Linda Straker? Exclusive NBC News report said Trump transition team has reached out to Grenada. Grenada identified in a report as agreeing to accept deportation flights from the United States. It's so nasty. Yeah? You know, Linda Straker, what wrong with you, girl? You know, it's just poor journalism, poor reporting from a national security minister concerned about deportation flights agreement. No, sorry, not agreement, arrangement. What stupidness is that? Hey, what wrong with that? And they call themselves journalists, yes? That piece of thing and them. Stupidness. It's just stupid, you know? Stupid. But that is how they throw garbage out there. Garbage. They throw all this nonsense out there, and a lot of people hang on to it, tag on to it, not even reading, not even understanding anything. That's how they do it. It's just dotishness, real backwardness. They would not inquire, they would not find out anything. All they do is publish garbage. And then there are people out there who are going to grab it and run with it. Stupid. High class dotishness. But they go to press conferences and they play as though they know what they are about. So the government put out a statement. The Office of the Prime Minister advises that the government of Grenada has not engaged in any discussion regarding the deportation of migrants to Grenada. Furthermore, no proposal has been presented regarding this matter. This clarification comes amidst concerns raised surrounding the NBC News article claiming that the incoming Trump administration plans to deport some migrants to countries other than their own. Right? Straightforward. So again, it's good that they, put out this thing out there, but it is sad. It is sad how you have some people who call themselves journalists, and that is why I have a respect for people like Linda Straker and the others. They're not in my world. They're not in my world qualified to report anything to me or to publish anything that I would just run with. No. Because you see, these people have an agenda. And if you don't know, you must get to find out. Just check Now Grenada. the publications. When Linda goes to a press conference, just listen to the kind of questions and the stupidness that comes from her mouth. It's shameful. But it speaks to the desperation. And looking at NNP, Keith Mitchell, this guy is so out of touch, but he's also desperate. Desperate. So, opposition leader and former Prime Minister Keith Mitchell has said that it will be unacceptable if the government of Grenada agrees to accept these flights from the United States under the incoming Trump administration. What's wrong with this? Keith Mitchell is a political lunatic, The guy's a political lunatic. He's grabbing at anything, like he's desperate for relevance. The guy is desperate for relevance. So as a result, he's grabbing at any old thing. They need to stop their damn stupidness. We are in 2024. This is common sense. This is common sense. Trump is not president of the United States. He's not in office as yet. You're going to run with that stupidness? You think any government would agree to anything from Trump? No? You believe so? Trump is not even president of the United States as yet. He has not been sworn into anything. It's just stupid, dotish, but the NNP has become vultures. They have become so hungry for relevance that they would grab at anything. Right? They're ravens. They're you got to be careful. The NNP's no good. And they're going to grab at anything for relevance. Because nothing that the NNP touched in recent times worked. Everything that they organized bust, more or less bust. Epic failure over and over and over again. People are not associating themselves with the NNP. You think a young person wants to be associated with the NNP? These bunch of, I wanted to use an adjective to describe them, I am saying, folks, be very, very careful with the publications. Just check them out. Just check them out and you would realize what's going down. The NNP is desperate. Desperate, so they're grabbing at anything. And then you have certain elements within the trade union movement, within the church, within the media, and that is why I talked about this media only recently, where you have certain PSAs in certain ministry giving them certain opportunity, even without the knowledge of ministers of government. You hear me? That they're giving these people trips here and trips there, folks who are against government many a times. They're against the government. When you listen to their programs, they're pushing an agenda. They don't want the NDC to be in power. No, they don't. Right? It is sad. Very, very sad. But I am saying be very, very careful with some of these publications because they want to cause panic, uneasiness within the society. That is what they want. And many of these journalists or so-called journalists, they have an agenda. We all know their agenda. Be very, very careful with them. And the opposition, you check them out. Keith Mitchell is desperate for relevance. Desperate. And mind you, they're coming on to the convention. And anything they could grab onto to get the spotlight, because they want the government to look bad. Right? They want that. They want people to be talking about this nonsense. But anybody with a little sense in the head would know that no government will deal with an incoming administration in any formal way. No, you matter what. You deal with the government of the United States of America. The government at this point in time is the Biden administration, not the Trump administration. Stupidness, dotishness. Grenada is just a little dot on the map. Just a little dot. But here it is. folks. Moving on from this dotish, stupid publications and so on, from those who want to cause chaos in our society. Hear this. Be very careful with certain elements out there on both or within both parties when it comes to the NNP in fighting and leadership struggles. Be very careful with those elements. There are people who are still friends with Peter David, still tight with Peter David, and they are within the NDC. And they are most of the old guards. They've been there with Peter David in the first NDC. You hear me? They just happen to remain with NDC, but they tight with Peter David. You hear me? And don't believe that they are totally pleased that this new team of men and women came into the NDC and took the NDC to victory. Took the NDC to victory. And we have a prime minister who was never there with the first NDC. He's new, he's fresh, and the majority of people within the team. So do not underestimate them, right? There are elements within the NDC at senior levels who are still loyal to Peter David. They good, they tight. And they know who is the weaker donkey in the race with NNP. They know that. They know who is the weaker donkey in the race. And we would like to come up against the weaker donkey every day. And if their pal, who is Peter David, emerges as the leader of NNP, then you would see their true colors. You hear me? Right now, they happy, they in some work, in some position, they eating a food. But their true colors will show. So leave Keith Mitchell to beat up Peter David politically and leave the NNP to fight among themselves. Let them put whoever they want to put as the leader of the NNP. But I am saying this to our supporters and our people. Be very wary. You see, this week into next week, with all the publications and notes from this person, and KB wants to talk, and Chester Humphrey reappeared on Beyond the Headlines, and Peter Wickham reappeared. You believe Chester Humphrey wants to see NDC in power? You believe so? What's wrong with all you? You believe that KB wants to see NDC in power? You believe Hamlet Mac wants to see NDC in power? What's wrong with all you? Something has to be wrong with all you. So some of these people who say they're analysts and they understand politics, shut all your damn mouth. You all are political lunatics who believe what you all are actually spitting out. Shut all your damn mouth. And stay in all your corner. Let the NNP fight the damn battle. Let them struggle and fight their stupidness. Right? Who the hell wants to hear what KB has to say? Who wants to hear that stupidness? Stay focused. Stay focused. Who wants to hear or read what Hamlet Mac has to say and all the others? These guys have an agenda. These are Peter acolytes. These are Peter fans. They want Peter to get the NNP and run away with the NNP. That is what they want. Because they believe if he has the NNP, then they're going to be front and center. And they know who is the weaker donkey in the race. You think they know? They know who is the weaker donkey in the NNP race. So let Keith and NNP, let them fight with the damn stupidness. All you to push up to frontish. But some of all you, still loyal to Peter and still friends with Peter. You all are around NDC and have little positions on boards and different ministries and different departments and so on. But y'all are still tight with Peter and them. Still tight. And all you know, all your intentions and all your plans. Because you all want a tighter fight. Because they know that Keith Mitchell remaining there, that's a asset for the NDC. The NDC would love that, of course. Because Keith Mitchell is that's a blight politically. They also know what's going down with them two donkey in the race. So be very careful with some of these people, especially those who were there before, the old guards who were there before in the first NDC, some of them. And remember when Peter David and his clique refused to go and accept or take the oath. Well, he had some hesitation in taking the oath when Uncle Tilly was prime minister and that kind of stuff. Remember that clique? And then go broader. So you know the clique and then look at the people who are associated with the clique. You hear me? So you had them, how many of them? A couple of them, it's about 8 or 9 or 10 of them who were senior ministers and so on. And then you branch out to who were around them, associated with them. Because remember, the head of that snake was Peter David. Peter David. And then you branch out. That's what you have to look at. So they're still around, pushing a certain agenda, talking about this and that. Who wants to hear what KB has to say? Huh? Who really want to hear this guy? He's irrelevant. And the minute time Keith, or let me not say Keith, the minute time he was removed from that program up north, he became more irrelevant. People don't want to hear the guy. And Hamlet Mac with his damn stupidness about notes somewhere and all around and all kind of mess. Who wants to hear that? Who cares? Who the hell cares about these people? Huh? Let NNP remain there and fight their damn battle. Let them struggle. Let them do the damn stupidness. Let them fight. You don't want to see a fight? If you're politically smart, that is what you want to see. A fight. And then you have someone talking, it will be healthy for the democracy to have a strong this and a strong... Shut all your damn mouth. Shut up. You hear some of those folks who playing as though they're the priests of democracy. What's wrong with all you? NNP been in power with all 15 seats on umpteen occasions. Shut all your mouth. Shut up. Huh? The NNP cannot do anything in the country. And they did all kind of thing. The NNP administration, they victimize who they is what they do. Shut up. About you go be healthy. Leave the opposition in the mess and let them fight. That's good for us. What's wrong with you all? Are you talking about all you no politics? What politics all you know? Shut all your damn mouth. Shut up. All you don't know no politics. No politics. Because look, you just check all your history. We had to fight to get some of all you out of that thing and to put sense in all your head. To understand that you run how much times you lose. Shut up and go in the back room. We had to fight to get all you out of the thing. You understand? And some of all you were encouraged by a lot of other old political losers to hang on. What do you use all your head now? What's wrong with all you? Understand what's going on. These people don't want to see NDC in power. They don't want to see NDC in power. They want to see an NNP in power. And they already know who stand a chance. You think they know? Because they understand it's a dollars, it's a money thing. Your ability to mobilize and organize and things is cash money. So you think they know what's going on? Huh? They know that one donkey can mobilize resources and can't get this and can't get that. Think. What's wrong with all you? and that person would only be a proxy. Just a shadow of Keats. You think they know what's going on? Let them people fight the damn fight now. And keep all yourself in all your lane now. Let them fight their fight. Let NNP fight. Let them struggle for their leadership. And I am asking the police and the authorities to have the police send about 150 police officers with some with guns, right? Those paramilitary those with guns, the SSU and the RRU and so on, the big guns and so on. They need to go around the place of that convention of the NNP, because it is important to keep security, because there will be fights, right? There will be problems there among the supporters and so on of that organization. I'm predicting that is what would happen. So you need to send a lot of police officers around there. Plenty police, van loads of police to surround the building. You need to do that on the 15th, right? Because they have no principle with themselves. They are ruthless, right? They are hooligans. They are political hooligans, right? So you have to. It's kind of proactive measures. You have to take proactive measures, because you don't want to hear the day after that there was a convention of these people and fight break out and who this and who mash up this, who mash up that, and you don't want to hear that. You want to prevent that from happening. So I am calling on the police, the Royal Grenadier Police Force, deploy a lot of police officers around this whole convention area, right? Inside, outside, all about. Because these people are going to fight. In my belief, they're going to fight. They're already showing it in the public. It's very tense situation. So do so. Hundreds of police. Get about 100 police officers or more, right? And make sure you mix them, right? You have the SSU, the RRU, and all of that kind of stuff. That's what you got to do. So you make them know that the police is here. The presence of the police must be felt when you have crowds and you have people assembling in a particular area. No one could prevent that. Let them fight. Let them do all that damn stupidness. I want to see that happen. I want them to fight politically. Wrestle, do all kind of stupidness. The NNP is a piece of mess. And the NNP, in fact, GULP is calling the NNP in the center cemetery. That is what GULP is calling them in the center cemetery. So you don't want to see that? Huh? That is what you should want to see. So you're out there trying to do all kind of damn stupid. Who want to hear about those Peterites and them, all of them coming out like old crab in a barrel, no crab from the hole. Rain start to wet them, they crawling out of the hole. We don't want to hear you all. Go and fight on the floor. Go and fight within the NNP. Go and do all your damn stupidness inside it. Who cares? Who cares? It's good Keith Mitchell for all you. Keith Mitchell go deal with all you. Go and deal with all your damn mess inside of the NNP. The NNP is a piece of mess. Trash. Let them go there. So the Royal Grenadier Police Force, you need to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. These people have made it very clear that there will be problems. A lot of fighting taking place within, well, not within, publicly among them. You ain't seen? All meetings that go is a melee, a bacchanal. A bacchanal. So I am saying, organize yourself. We need to see 100 and something police officers, plainclothes, SSU, RRU, surround the place, surround this place. Where are they having the convention? Huh? Which part? Which school they having it? Happy Hill? Where are they having it? Surround the place. Paramilitary, all put the people all around. The police in a military clothes. Surround the place. Right? It's the 15th. That's one. Sunday coming? Not this Sunday, the one after. That's what you got to do. And let them know that the police is here. The presence of the police must be felt. That's what you got to do. Let them fight. Who cares about them fighting? Go and fight. That's all your business. Fight among all yourself. Who cares? And then some of them trying to appear on programs. And where? The Trade Center? Well, better yet. Organize a lot of police officers. The SSU camp is not far from the Trade Center. Somebody said the Trade Center. Right? The SSU camp. Let them paramilitary, let them camp out around that venue. Right? We need to see a lot of police officers around that place. Plenty police. SSU, RRU, Special Branch, CID, all kind of police. Police like crazy. We need to see that. Yeah? I want to see NNP and all of them fight. I want to see Peter and Keith and Emlyn and all of them, I want to see them fight politically. Let them do their stupidness. So you people about, you hear someone, well, Peter this, and they think, Peter what? Huh? Peter no better than Emlyn Pay. And Emlyn Pay no better than him. You hear me? And Peter no better than Keith. And Keith no better than him. All of them, they are a piece of mess. You hear me? I am saying to you, what must happen? The police must organize themselves and make sure that they, organize wherever that venue would be. Paramilitary, make sure that the SSU and the RRU and all these people there. You need to do that. Contain them. Contain these Bangarante and them. Contain them. Contain this Jalabat and them. This vulgar king and queen. Contain them. This Rangatang, this old thing and them. Contain them. They no good. Right? Send a lot of police there. Only, let us see police, presence. Only when people pass, let them see even before the thing start. Let them see a whole pile of police all around the place. You got to contain them. Their bad behavior. Their loose behavior. NNP no damn good. And Peter David no better than Emlyn Pay. And Keith no better than none of them. All of them is the same old piece of political trash. You got to be smart. Right? Be smart. We don't want this piece of no good on them to come back in power. You mad? Let them fight. Let them do all this stupidness politically. So stay out of them people and them stupidness. Just get popcorn and wait for the fight now. Wait for the political fight and fall out. So wrong with all you? You think Chester Humphrey like NDC? Huh? And watch me. Don't come under the live and say who you this and Emlyn this and Emlyn that. Take all your things somewhere else. Eh? Don't come under my live and I don't care who you are. You hear me? If you like who, that's your business. Don't come under here. Because all of them is no good. They no damn good. Alright? You know Kem Jones. I am firm. I'm saying to you, we need to see these people fight among themselves. Right? All that chaos that happening in the NNP, we need to put more wood under the fire. More wood under the pot. Right? More heat. That's what we want to see. Continued instability over there. That's what you want to see. Right? Oh, you're sorry for them and you're sorry for them and you're... Oh, what are you sorry for who? Huh? Sorry for who? Sorry for who? Let them people fight. Let them do their damn stupidness publicly. Let them do their thing now. What wrong with all you? Stay in all your lane. Stay in all your lane. Bat in all your crease. Let them fight. Let them break. Let them do all this stupidness. Look at the NNP. You don't see NNP. NNP. That's why NNP turned to. Huh? You see? Lord. You see what that turned to? They're fighting among themselves. In the public, they're wrestling. They're saying all kind of nasty things about one another. Watch them. They're fighting for leadership. Who throwing talk? Who do it? Leave them, let them do their damn stupidness. Leave them. Bat in all your crease. Stay in all your lane and watch them fight. Watch them do all their totishness. What have to do with all you? What have to do with you? Huh? What have to do with you? Be smart. I want to see NNP in that mess and worse than that. So I'm making a plea again. And maybe I would make a formal request to the RGPF because I'm a citizen of Grenada. And I'm fearful that with this gathering that will take place next week, Sunday, that there will be a lot of fights, a lot of issues, and because of the safety of this country, I will make a formal request to the police to have added security and police officers with their guns and so on there to protect the peace and stability of this place. Of course. Because these people are loose. Yeah, let them fight. Let them wrestle. Let them do all the damn stupidness and mind all your business. You hear me? I want to see this thing happen with these people. Let them do their stupidness. Let them fight like animals. Right? Because remember, when during the election, some of them say, Well, NNP this and NNP this, and what is strong, and the United. United what? NNP weak like plum branch. The easiest thing to break is them. Look at them now, they're like plum branch. Go and climb it and break up on you little bones. I like to see it. I like to see what happening with NNP. Fight! Do all your stupidness. Who cares? Who want to hear about KB and them? What KB? Why is KB relevance? Kennedy Bulldog or Bulldog? Why don't want to show you still P? Why wrong with you? What's stopping you? Is some people, some elements that making all you relevant? Stupidness, want to hear all you? Nonsense. KB and Chester, all of a sudden Chester reappear, and then Hamlet, Mac, and all of them stupidness, notes some all are wrong, and who studied all that long old thing? And there are some people who take it and publish it and stupidness. No, that. And you ain't see nothing yet, you know. It's during the week you will see them, you will hear them. Because they want Peter. They want Peter to win. Kid, beat him politically. Put who you want to put. Do what you want to do. I want to see the NNP mash up. I want to see real problems within NNP. I want them to continue with this stupidness. I want instability within NNP. I want them to wrestle, fight openly. Politically, I want to see that happen to the NNP. The NNP is not good. The NNP has been a curse, in my belief, to this country. I don't want good for these people and them. You're mad. You're joking. You think NNP, any one of them like NDC and they want to see NDC in power? Way. No. They don't want to see that. So don't come on all you playing nice politically. Our politics has its own morality, own rules, own everything. You hear me? Own everything. When you come in and play stupidness about playing nice and you want to see opposition and a strong opposition. I want to see a weak opposition. I want to see a weak opposition. NNP, I want to see them. What's wrong with all you? When NDC was in opposition, you all were saying that? Huh? Stop all your dumb stupidness, huh? Stop it. Anyways, move on. MoveOn.com. Tired of all your nonsense. Let them do their stupidness. Let them fight. So what? Let them fight. Because see, you have to understand the politics. You have some elements within NDC. I mean, the old guards, a lot of them old guards, they've been around the NDC and they've been with Peter, fraternizing with him. They're all friends. They all are part of that bunch. And they're loyal to him still. A lot of them. I don't know what he gave them. But a lot of them loyal to him still. But they're wrong government. They're wrong certain place and they're playing thing. They're playing thing. Because they're still upset with the fact that the most honorable Deacon Mitchell and his team, they were able to just come in within the NDC and rebrand it and change it and win the election in a big way. A big way. Don't underestimate them, you know. I know what's going on with this whole thing on them. We have to fight to get them out. Some of them. So they get a little position now and a little position here and they playing thing. Because they go embrace and they get a little blind here, a little blind there and so on. But they're not genuine. They're still loyal to Peter. And they would love to see a Peter at the helm within NNP. They would love that. They would love for Peter to win, Peter, keep go give you blows in your clothes. Yeah? We know who is a weaker donkey in the race. We want to come up always against the weaker donkey. That's kind of common sense politically. Common sense. So leave them people. Let it fight. Let it do the stupidness. Let it do the nonsense. You hear me? Leave them. Or you stay in all your lane, bat in all your crease. Or you to push up. Some of all you. To damn push up. Stay in all your lane. And Grenadians don't want to hear from these people and them again. Let it fight. Let it do all the stupidness. Who want to hear them and who playing things and they want to appear in this program and appear in that program. And, all you. Want to hear all you? Fight politically. So what? Go and fight all your political stupidness. That's all your business. We are concerned about Grenada and we're not going back. We're not going backwards. We're going forward. Forward with the most honorable Deacon Mitchell and the team. That's our focus. That's what we want to see. We want good for Grenada, this old thing and them out fighting. Let them fight within NNP, let them wrestle and do all this stupidness. And I'm calling on the RGPF to deploy a lot of police officers around that venue, wherever they will be having that convention. Deployed a lot of police. When they see the police, they're afraid. Presence. It's a deterrent, The presence of police is a deterrent. You calm them. You make them know that they can get in, got to do that. Very important. Folks, two good things that happened in recent times. Thanks to the Most Honorable Deacon Mitchell. Thanks to the Most Honorable Deacon Mitchell. You had some Grenadians, women, who got the chance to do some surgeries.
From life-changing surgeries provided free of cost by the McKenney Foundation, a non-governmental organization dedicated to supporting women's health. The surgeries, which included invasive gynecological and urogynecological procedures, were offered to women earning less than $3,080 per month. Dr. Charles Walsh, one of the 4 skilled medical professionals from Mount Sinai Hospital who volunteered their services to the foundation, shared some of the more common cases seen in women on island.
We've been doing numerous gynecologic surgeries, a whole range actually, from surgeries for very early uterine cancer. We're doing surgeries for prolapse and urinary incontinence, and we're doing surgeries for abnormal uterine bleeding, and specifically problems with fibroids, which is a really common problem here. Well, apparently fibroids is a very large problem here, and so lots of our patients, even right now we're doing a surgery for prolapse, but she happens to have fibroids that made the surgery more complicated. And so we have patients who want to get pregnant, so we're just removing their fibroids. We have women who have no longer have a desire for pregnancy, and so we're sometimes removing the uterus. It sort of depends on what the patient wants.
Founded by renowned medical professional Dr. Timothy McKenney, the foundation has been a beacon of hope for women facing financial barriers, which prevented them from accessing essential health care. Dr. McKenney spoke about the advanced technology being used to conduct the surgeries.
We are proud of ourselves to do things in a minimally invasive way. So we either do it through laparoscopy, through little belly button incisions and little instruments like a size of a pen that go in, and we take the blood supply down and try to deliver it through a natural orifice, which would be the vagina, or through a smaller incision that would be easily recovered from quickly.
The McKenney Foundation conducts surgeries every month at the General Hospital, but has been experiencing some challenges which have made the task difficult.
Challenge right now for Grenada is that you have one anesthesiologist, which is very good, but to run an entire OR and the intensive care units, one person can't possibly do that. They've lowered the ability to do any kind of surgeries unless they're emergent cases. So I've abided by that. So I haven't operated since June here until I can now start getting anesthesia coming in from the country.
Dr. McKenney provided details about an upcoming initiative he has embarked on with assistance from international medical partners to help upgrade the health system in Grenada.
American Association of Gynecological Laparoscopy, which is a huge international group. There's about 6,000 GYN docs that are involved in that organization, and they've dedicated, and this was for a Global Health Award, and they're going to donate their time, money, equipment. So right now we're just acquiring and putting together a list of what Grenada and the hospital need, and they will help me supply it. It's essentially a 5-year agreement with us.
The McKenney Foundation has been operating in Grenada since January of this year and is located at the GIDC building in Frequenté, St. George. Rena P. Thomas, GBN.
Right, so that's a good piece there, Rena. That's a good piece. And our beloved Prime Minister worked very hard to see this a reality. All right, so kudos there. And another good piece is the one regarding the amount of young people who will be starting that training and getting employment.
It's all about doing the work and creating the avenues for support for various projects and programs that will ultimately drive economic benefits in the country.
Yeah, not this one. I want to play our beloved Prime Minister actually speaking, talking about the whole thing. All right.
Toronto in February of this year, and I met by chance with the Minister for International Cooperation and Development, Minister Ahmed Hussein, and I actually went as part of Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence at an event hosted by the Grenadians in Toronto, and Minister was invited to that event, and he referred me to someone who in turn referred me to someone who in turn referred me to Claudette, and as a result of that conversation, we are really here today. And you always, Thomas is one of my middle names, so I'm doubting Thomas. So you always want proof that something can be done. And we had proof that it was being done in Barbados. Soon thereafter, we were in Guyana, and a similar initiative was taking place. And so I was satisfied that we had the proof we needed to ensure that it could happen in Grenada as well. And so I want to congratulate all of those who've worked behind the scenes tirelessly to make this happen. I'm a politician, so particularly for cyber security professionals, I want you to understand there's no such thing as a free lunch. The government is financing this training program to the tune of approximately 2 million EC dollars and counting. So we are investing in you. We are investing in your training ultimately so that you get the opportunity to invest in yourselves, invest in your family, invest in your country, and to become an asset to your country and an asset to yourself. So when we talk about our focus on training, when we talk about our focus on what I will call unorthodox, non-traditional education, this is testimony to it. So we are committed to making sure that we don't just talk the talk, but that we put the necessary resources in place to make sure that this happens. And for that, I want to particularly thank the NTRC, and the chairman of the board of the NTRC, Mr. Vincent Roberts, is here in person, because when I called him to say, we have this program, we need to get it financed, and I hope you can find the money, he in very short order found the money. And so again, we are here today because of their resourcefulness and their willingness to support the training of our population. And two of my colleague ministers are here. I also want to thank the Cabinet of Grenada for ensuring that this happened, because at the end of the day, without their support, we would not be in a position to launch this program. So again, ministers, thank you for the support, and thank you for ensuring that we could be at this launch. We are very excited about this. If you could check my pulse, you'd see it's racing. Because in a sense, I've advocated for this long and hard, and I think you've already heard some of the reasons given for why this is an exciting opportunity to reimagine and transform the workspace as well as the economic prospects of Grenadians. And I like to give as much...
Yes. So thank you very much there, the most honorable Deacon Mitchell. Folks, I want to wish you all the best. Have a wonderful weekend. And, as I say to you, just bat in your crease, stay in your lane, leave the NNP and them let it fight. Let them do all this stupidness and fight among themselves. Who cares? Who cares? We are moving forward. We are not going back. Let them do all this stupidness. We don't care about that. And do not give these people relevance. Do not put them on any platform, or you go and think and try to. You don't want them wrong. Let them stay where they are. All right? Okay, you're going to see more of them during the week, because they want Peter David to take the NNP and run with it. That's what they want. With a good kit for them. A good Keith Mitchell and the NNP. For them. Yeah, they have something coming. But that's good. Let them fight and do the damn stupidness.